This is a special report from ABC News Digital.
I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital special report. It is a good time to be feeling lucky. The Mega Millions jackpot is estimated now at $586 million. It's currently the fourth highest ever, though that could be breaking records. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has been talking to those who think that Lady Luck could be on their side. Marcy, I imagine a lot of people are filling out their wish list right now.
Oh, absolutely, Dan. And, you know, they just keep feeling luckier and luckier because the jackpot is getting bigger. It grew by $38 million today alone. The excitement building as the Mega Millions jackpot, now at $586 million, just keeps growing.
Unimaginable. I can't even fathom it. It's amazing.
And lottery officials say if the sales keep up like this, the prize could be even bigger by tomorrow night's drawing. Right now, the jackpot is the fourth largest in history, and there is a chance this game could eventually break records.
If we don't have a winner this Tuesday, if we don't have a winner this Friday, we're going to have to buy some new billboards because our billboards don't go past $1 billion.
The potential for $1 billion jackpot building after 21 consecutive drawings with no winner, attributed to a big change in the game. 5 of the 6 balls used to range from 1 to 56. They now go from 1 to 75, making your odds of winning just 1 in 259 million.
I know that's the winner.
But despite the unlikelihood that those lucky feelings are right,
I got the winning ticket!
People are already dreaming up ways to celebrate and spend their millions.
Every day would be Christmas for the rest of our lives.
So well put. I can't even imagine. The drawing will be at 11 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night.
Marcy, I wanted to ask you about this, and I don't mean to be a killjoy going into the story, but the fact of the matter is we are in the midst of the holidays. Shopping is on everyone's mind. Anyone that you talk to, were they kind of like, you know what, someone might not be getting a gift this year because instead I want to put 20 bucks down on this ticket?
Oh, no. Everyone is thinking about what they're going to give when they win. Everyone, of course, is positive that they have the winning ticket. And so a part of the list that they're coming up with, along with thinking of vacations they want to take, they're also thinking about those big, elaborate gifts that they'll get for their loved ones.
And Marcy, I see empty hands there. Where is your ticket?
I have it stashed away. You think I'm going to leave it out in open view of everyone here? No way.
You know you were always my favorite, right, Marcy?
Yeah.
Marcy Gonzalez, thank you so much for Mega Millions favor. Now, for more on the possible record jackpot, I want to bring in Mega Millions lead director and Virginia Lottery executive director, Paula Otto. And Paula, thank you for joining us today. We imagine you guys are on pins and needles, to say the least.
Truly, Mega Millions mania has gripped the country. It's a lot of fun. Dan, we have never been over $500 million the week before Christmas. So a lot of people are out there shopping, and a lot of them are buying Mega Millions tickets.
Now, I mean, obviously you guys are able to tease out all kinds of metrics and all kinds of numbers on your sales. What are you honestly looking at right now, the possibility that it could reach $1 billion?
Well, it's not going to happen for Tuesday's drawing. It could possibly happen for Friday, but we know for certain that if we go 2 more draws without a jackpot winner, we will be looking at $1 billion or more for Christmas Eve. You know, there are a lot of unknowns. We have some more snow forecasts for parts of the country. We do have possibly that dilemma that you were talking about, people who still have some folks on their shopping list. And we also have interest rates. So it's hard to know until the day of the drawing exactly where the jackpot will land. On Friday, we got 70% of our sales. So we know that lottery players like to play on the day of the drawing. It'll be very interesting on Tuesday morning when we all check in again with each other to see how sales have gone this afternoon and during rush hour on Tuesday morning. My guess is we may have another bump in the jackpot tomorrow morning.
So, and my question is this, because you brought up the point about weather and the potential of how it schedules up against the holidays. But I'm interested, though, when the jackpot gets to now this fourth largest level, when it gets that big, essentially, though, snowstorms aside, or any kind of day of the week, I mean, there's just excitement that is just going to break any kind of previous habits, right?
Well, you're absolutely right. And in looking at the sales as this jackpot has grown, clearly $400 million was the tipping point. That is when sales just got off the charts. So now we're over 500 million, and sales have been better than we had anticipated. If they continue at that pace, who knows where it will go.
Now, in Marcy's report, we discussed the fact that these jackpots have gotten exponentially larger, all because the game itself has changed by adding additional numbers. Now your odds of winning, 1 in 259 million. When you start to see the kind of response that you're getting by being able to generate that kind of jackpot, is there discussion then among the lottery officials about, hey, maybe we add a few more numbers and see if we can really make sure we get a guaranteed billion-dollar payout?
Well, not yet. When we start to think that it's time to make changes, the first thing we do is we go to the players. And we did extensive research across the country, talking to thousands of lottery players about what they like about the game, about what they would like to see changed. So we don't make those changes lightly. And this is the very first roll under the new Mega Millions game. It's certainly wonderful to see that it has generated a tremendous jackpot. But we don't anticipate any new changes, any more changes for at least a couple more years.
And obviously a lot of excitement certainly being drawn into it as well along the way. I know this seems like a bit of an odd question, but statistically speaking, though, if the odds are 1 in 259 million possible combinations, what are you able to glean out based on the response of the number of tickets that were purchased and the spread across the entire country? What is the likelihood that every combination at some point has been reached?
Well, Dan, that has never happened. We know that for Friday's drawing, just under 50% of the 259 million combinations were covered. We think for the drawing on Tuesday, that might be in the 65 or 70% range. So we've had winners when only 10% of the combinations have been covered, and we've rolled when we've had 70%. So it really comes down to the way the balls bounce on Tuesday night.
Now, we've had record lotteries 2 years in a row. What's the reason behind that? The extended game system.
Well, but Powerball changed its game and moved to a $2 price point, so it had more money going into the jackpots, and that has worked very well for the Powerball game. We decided, based on our research, to keep our price point at $1, but we changed the game, changed the matrix, and the odds changed. So clearly, both of those changes have been very good for the games. The top 5 record jackpots have all happened in the last 2 years. So we know that lottery players' tipping point and when they jump in the game has changed. And at this point, I think it's probably at about $400 million. So lottery states across the country are going to do whatever we can to get to those magical 400 million plus jackpots.
And Paula, lastly, before we let you go, I wanted to ask, what is more popular, the quick pick or people coming in there with a predetermined numbers that they like?
Well, we don't track which way is more popular. I can tell you, though, generally, when we have a jackpot of this size, and we have a lot of people who aren't regular players, they do a lot more of the quick picks or the computer picks. But you have the same chance of winning if you choose your 6 numbers or if you let the computer pick. Now, I can't play. No one who works for the lottery can play. If I could, I would be doing one of each. And I would cover both ways. But I do want to remind folks that it is just a game. It's not an investment. The odds are very, very long. And we encourage everyone to play responsibly. It only takes 1 ticket, $1 to win.
It is a solid message, and I have to say, on a personal note, Paula, because of the fact that you are not allowed to play, I'm impressed that you are able to exude this kind of enthusiasm for someone else who could potentially be a multi-millionaire out there, and you would potentially be responsible but not able to actually get in on it yourself.
Well, I get a lot of pleasure out of meeting those winners and helping them make hopefully some good decisions to have the money last a long, long time. It's a really fun business to be in. And at the end of the day, we are raising billions of dollars for important causes across the country in the country's 44 lotteries.
586 million and counting can certainly do a lot of good for a lot of people. Mega Millions
right.
Lead Director, Virginia Lottery Executive Director Paula Otto. Paula, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
And of course, if you think that you could be the lucky winner, tune in tomorrow for the record drawing. For now, I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital Special Report.